Hi guys, this is Amigos. I am here going to be doing legend guides on every legend in the game, just to start off my YouTube channel. But I'm going to start here with Caustic. You can see I'm going here to this building and landing on the lower floor because I saw a gun. So I'm just moving in, looking out for enemies, being careful. Like to always put gas traps down. Very, very important. Cover all of the entrance and exit points as you can with Caustic. Whenever you pass by one that people can push you from, you put a gas trap down. Whole bunch of people there, immediately gas trap. Always so important, just constantly be gas trapping, because when they try to escape like that, oh, they're dead. They picked up my gas trap, replaced it a little bit more offensively, used it as cover. Alright, pushed out here, placed down the gas trap to remove their ability to maneuver, and then just use that cover to kill Gibraltar. Alright, I'm just taking my chances, looking around, making sure there's no one around, looking for a gun, hoping to find one. Didn't really think I had enough light ammo, so switched over to a Mozambique. You see me here just going back, taking high ground. As always, putting a gas trap down to keep myself from being pushed. Putting another one over here. Then, doing the most important thing is Caustic, going and picking back up my gas trap so I have it again. Then placing it up here because I realized that wasn't covered. See the train, loot boxes, move in. Spot the guy there, so I drop farther back. And then I go to put a gas trap down right there, realize I don't have any, so then I just go for it. Do an emergency weapon switch, and then just realized I ran out of ammo in both, so I had to actually do the reload. Good thing is he was out too. Make sure he doesn't get away by doing a finisher, and now I have train with all the purple armor. Yep. This is a little bit later in the match. I went off to go get some loot, and I am just separated from my team because I rode train a little too far. Immediately gas trap as I go up a zip line. Always very important to do is Caustic. When you're going up any of the elevator shafts, always throw a gas trap right as you're reaching the top. So that way if you have to dive back down the elevator shaft, you're safe. And you have a gas trap there that's blocking their way. And will most likely detonate due to proximity. You see up here, I just put some defensive gas traps down where they couldn't easily shoot out the bases. And just getting a little bit of loot, looking around for enemies, seeing what I'm going to do. Then decided I'm going to leave, so I pick up my gas traps. Very important, always do that as Caustic. Then I'm just heading out. Alright, this here was once I had met back up with my team. I was moving in, I saw some fighting over there, so I pinged it from my team, moved up to take high ground. Came up here, grabbed a couple attachments that I saw. Then immediately realized that the fight had moved and it was no longer underneath me. Went to throw my ult to kill the people that were on the ground, if they were being rezzed, and then realized that the fight was still happening, so went in there. Try and take it out. Now I noticed that the Bloodhound here was in the crate, so instead of throwing a preemptive gas trap, I went just straight to try and get the kill with the 99. I am really bad with this gun, but all the same, I went for it, I got it done. Grabbed his armor, and some of his attachments, the critical ones, grabbed a little medical, since I knew there was no one right on me. And then you see me here while I'm healing, I'm looking around for enemies, trying to make sure that I don't get pushed by someone else. Make sure that we are good as a team. I'm covering my teammates while they're looting, making sure we're okay. Seeing no one's coming at us, I'm just making sure I have enough stuff now to move on, making sure my ammo's all topped off, and I got plenty of medical. Then here I know there's another fight happening over in train station, so I'm moving in. Just taking a look at that, trying to make sure I'm being cautious. Don't want to get ambushed or anything. Always be careful. Never rush. And don't bother looking in every crate you see. If you have enough stuff, don't worry too much about looking for more. So here I am taking high ground as always, because it's high ground and it's honestly the most important thing in this game. As you can see, my aim is atrocious during this entire little clip here. And I still end up winning by an immense amount in this here fight, just because of the fact that I constantly held high ground, and even though I missed more shots than I hit. So I fragged the Bloodhound there a little bit. Tried to get him. Missed horribly. Couldn't hit the broadside of him. Accidentally fell down, so I threw some gas traps out to cover myself. Killed the Octane. Put another one from the other side to help make sure I'm covered. And then kind of pushed back around after making sure I wasn't going to get ambushed and to retake high ground here. Because, as always, high ground is the most important thing you can do with any character. You want high ground. Always. Saw the Wraith moving there, trying to watch to see what she was doing. Figured I'd move over here, get some shots on the Bloodhound, help my team out some. Make sure we don't get pushed by them. See the Wraiths there, realize I got her and finished off the last of that squad. I just take her out real quick in this. Make sure I top off my ammo, make sure I'm all good. Then just heading back here to help my team out. Do what I can do against that Bloodhound. As always, missing horribly with pretty much all my shots here. Just fragged the Pathfinder because he was standing still. And then got him here when he was trying to run away. Go back to a slide away from the grenade. You noticed I was using the Caustic trap there as cover. You'll see me do that again later in this video. Helps to block bullets since it's, you know, immune to damage. Making sure that Watson hasn't crawled out. I can't kill him. Gonna get some more free shots on the Bloodhound here. Just keeping the Mirage back. Trying to keep the team spread so that way they can't help each other. Let my teammate fight that 1v1 a little bit. Getting some little bit of assistance shots in there. Ended up getting the kill. Then trying to keep that Mirage back. Keep him busy. Make sure he can't help his teammates. Realize I'm getting pushed. Take out the lifeline. Listening as closely as I can. I go for the finisher since I don't hear anybody around me. I figured I got the time. Free shields is free shields. Never turn it down. So then I immediately got pushed by the Watson because I tried to finish her teammate. So then I jumped down after almost dying and then healing. Right here though, I should have put down a gas trap to defend myself, but I didn't really think about it at the time. You're going to make mistakes in every match you do. What's important is that you learn from them and try to make less in the next one. So, as always, I retake high ground, looking around for that Watson, seeing about having a round 2 with her. Not seeing her up here, realizing she moved down. I'm going to go check out her team, see what's up. Switch to single fire mode because I seem to be having some more accuracy with that. Dodging here as I reload to try and prevent the bullets from hitting me. Ended up dodging about 3/4 of those shots because of it. As Caustic and Gibraltar, that's always the most important thing you can be doing in a firefight is always dodging. And I should have put a gas trap directly in front of me here just as some additional cover. But anyway, I move out, push forward, check both my weapons to make sure they're loaded properly, and then immediately throw down some gas traps here to create myself cover and room to breathe. Kill the last person, then just loot up a little bit since I know there's no one else here. Make sure I have enough medical and everything that I need, and then I'm just ready to go. Covering for my teammates for a second while they loot, and yeah, then I'm ready to move on to the next. Alright, so this here is just a little bit later. I am moving into the next place, just left train yard. Heard some people fighting over here, wasn't really sure what that was happening though, because it seemed like some soft combat. Saw the team up there trying to climb the mountain, so I've moved in. Looking for them because I'm not 100% sure where they are. I just know they're over there. See the dropship coming in. Ping it for my team so they know what's happening. Always ping everything you see. That way your teammates can know what's happening. I go up here. I take high ground on them. Because as always, high ground is a ridiculous advantage. Make sure I land on this side in case it tries to push me off like it did right there. Throw down a Caustic trap. I go to throw my ult and I hear the Watson. The Watson's pylon. And so I immediately don't chuck it and just put some traps down hoping I'll hit the pylon and kill it with one of those. Realize that's not the case. I didn't get it, so I'm just holding till I get another trap. But I realized I could kill Watson right here. And since she wasn't shooting at me, I figured I'd take her out real quick. Gives me a bit of an advantage. I heal up real quick because I have fast heal. Drop down, immediately gas trap the pylon. And then use my gas trap as cover here. They can't shoot me. They're trying with all their might, but they can't shoot me. Roll my ultimate out and then start gunning them down. And please excuse the horrible misses that you're seeing here. 99 and Hemlock are not my guns. They were just what I found this match. And see, they take me out here. I failed the 3v1. But because of my gas being out the way it is, they can't kill me. They try to push a little bit there to try and get a better shot on me and just can't. So it gives me time to crawl away to my team and they're able to get me back up. So I go here, I move down to heal. And if you notice that I realize that that person's right there, so I cancel my heal out immediately, move to the rock so I'm covered, and start the Phoenix again. I had 4, so even though it was only half my health, I figured it was worth it. Free up an inventory slot in case I find some better gear. Because as Phoenix kits are amazing, you don't want to be carrying too many of them. And I had a bunch from train. So I'm just heading back up, trying to retake high ground on them, see what's happening. Notice they were all set up there. I saw my teammate was down because they were getting pushed, so to keep my teammates alive, instead of trying to take the 3v1, I came down here, got high ground on this person, and then just immediately murdered them. Push down, res the lifeline back up. Always important to keep your teammates alive. Care about your teammates. The second you leave them to die, you're down 2 members. And most of the time, teammates will, even if they're the worst player in the world, they're most likely going to end up helping, even if they just distract the enemies a little bit and have the enemies just, fire a few bullets their way. All the same, that's a few less bullets fired at you. It's important. So I go over here, I take a spot within ring that's defendable. I immediately look around for enemies, make sure there's none right on me, then put some gas traps down. Get some inside, get it nice and locked down in case anyone tries to push. Still looking for enemies because I know there's one team that I have no idea where they are. And that's where the other team is. I now know. Get some nice shots on them. Make sure I don't get down though. Duck back here. Phoenix again. I could be using batteries and for this because I'd have the time, but again, I have too many Phoenix kits and you always want to conserve batteries when you can. So I'm just trading some blows with them, trying to wear down their medical, make them maybe use some of their shield batteries so that way they don't have too many when they're fighting me, because having a lot of shield batteries makes someone hard to kill, especially if they have gold armor, because it's so easy to pop one off. So I'm just kind of shredding Watson here and trying to keep them pinned down, unable to do anything. Just buying time. Chilling, buying time. I know the other team isn't really pushing because they're not doing anything, and I can hear them still sniping. So I'm just kind of here, making sure that I get more damage on them than they get on me, keeping up a little suppressive fire, watching my ammo count. Other than that, just kind of holding tight. I realize then that the ring's moved and I don't have the best position. So I come over here, realize I can't throw my ult, so I take out the Watson pylon, immediately chuck my ult over onto them, and use that as cover to push up. And also to limit their mobility. Now I throw gas traps to give me a much more close-up advantage, and then slam some shots into them. Realized that my shields got taken down, so I popped a battery, moved right back in. Since I have the Nox vision and I get that constant damage, I could easily see where they all were and take them out. Take out the little drone because it's never good to have on you. I'm just ready for the next team as they're pushing. Get some clean shots here on the crypto. And move over here to get my teammate back up because, as always, I had time, and it's so important to keep your teammates up, especially when you have gold backpack. So important to get those reses off. I messed up here by trying to heal when I shouldn't have and missed a ton of shots on my 99. Saw the crypto there, but I had enough time to heal, so I finished it first. Just because it's always important to play the long game instead of just trying to get every kill.